If you are a veteran, thank you for your service. I appreciate everything you've done for this country. And let me know in the comments below what you did and who you serviced with. I am always interested in learning about the veterans out there watching this channel. If you live in Kentucky or are thinking about making a move to Kentucky, I'm going to share with you all of the benefits of becoming a Kentucky resident. Even if you are to do PTS here or retire here, I believe this is the best state. We love our veterans here and think it's very important to be part of a state and economy and an atmosphere that appreciates the service you have provided. It's nice to be appreciated. I want to walk you through all the benefits you will receive, and please stick around until the end because I'm going to get into the housing benefits. I believe this is the best opportunity for veterans, especially if retiring here. My name is Carrie Empero, so if you're thinking about making a move, whether it's 9 or 90 days, feel free to give me a ring, shoot me a text, email, or even schedule a Zoom call. If you know that you'll be getting out and if you want to plan a bit in advance, I'm here to help. Make it a smooth transition into civilian life. Making that transition can be difficult, and I want to give back and serve you as best as possible. I've helped a lot of veterans make their move to Northern Kentucky. So if you're not looking in Northern Kentucky, but in other parts, I have many referral partners throughout the state that are very well qualified and that will take amazing care of you. Even if you're not making the move to Northern Kentucky, reach out and I'll connect you to one of my trusted partners around the state. Things to cover today: employment benefits, educational benefits, recreational benefits, Department of Motor Vehicle benefit, entertainment benefits, cemeteries and life insurance benefits, and housing benefits. Let's jump into employment benefits for veterans here in Kentucky. Kentucky State Employment Veterans Preference grants interview preference for veterans and their eligible family members who are applying for state and local government positions. To receive interview preference, you must meet the minimum requirements for the position and provide the required documentation. It only applies to candidates seeking an initial appointment. Kentucky Career Center Veteran Service. Kentucky Career Centers assist veterans and service members who are leaving the U.S. Armed Forces find suitable and substantial civilian employment. Some of these services provided include career assessments, job search assistance, interview preparation, labor market information, resume and cover letter assistance, and access to computers and internet service, translating military experience into civilian equivalent. Specialized services for veterans with disabilities through the Kentucky Office of Vocational Rehabilitation. Kentucky Career Centers also maintain a resource for veterans web pages with useful links to information for veterans with categories ranging from employment assistance to veterans' own business information. Kentucky Hilton Honors Military Program helps make the career transitions from service to civilian employment easier for current and former service members. The Hilton Honors Military Program provides hotel accommodations for required employment, travel for verified job interviews, training needed to get or keep a job, or leads to a certification. Those eligible can receive up to 100,000 hotel points for verifiable employment-related activities. For more information, reach out to me. Kentucky Dependent Tuition Waiver. Tuition waiver to the spouse and children of certain veterans. Students can receive a waiver of tuition at any 2-year, 4-year, or vocational technical school that is operated and funded by the Kentucky Department of Education. Private or out-of-state schools do not qualify for the tuition waiver. Veterans Park and Recreation. Kentucky Disabled Sportsman License for resident veterans. Kentucky resident disabled veterans who have a 50% or more service-connected disability rating from the VA are eligible for a disabled sportsman license. This license costs $12 annually and includes a combination of hunting and fishing license, all deer permits, spring turkey permit, residential or resident fall turkey permit, Kentucky migratory bird, waterfowl permit, and trout permit. State Parks offers a military discount for active and retired service members, up to a 25% discount. Proof of service in the U.S. Armed Forces is required at check-in. Free accommodations for disabled veterans, Kentucky residents, veterans, National Guard, and Armed Forces Reserve members. Those eligible can stay for a maximum of 3 overnight stays per calendar year, 3 nights maximum for each visit. Proof of disability must be provided at check-in. Kentucky resident, former POWs are eligible for free camping at all Kentucky state parks. Veterans must show their VA POW ID card at check-in. Kentucky resident service members exempt from having hunting or fishing license while on leave. Kentucky resident service members who are in Kentucky on leave for 3 or more days are not required to have a hunting or fishing license. Service members must have their military ID and leave all paperwork with them when hunting or fishing. Military and veteran drivers and vehicle benefits. Veterans designation on Kentucky driver's license and ID cards to honorable discharge veterans. Veterans must apply at the nearest Kentucky driver's license regional office. Kentucky Armed Veteran License Plate. The veteran license plate is available to discharge veterans who served in an active or reserve. Soldiers must show their military ID card when applying. Veterans must provide official documentation that they received an honorable discharge. Both purchase and renewal fees for this plate are $26. Kentucky Disabled Veteran License Plate. The Disabled Veteran Plate is available to honorably discharge veterans who have a service-connected disability rating from the VA between 50% and 99%. Veterans must show proof of disability percentage that they receive an honorable discharge. Both purchase and renewal fees for this plate are $26. Kentucky Disabled Veteran No Fee License Plate. The Disabled Veteran No Fee Plate is available to honorable discharge veterans who have a service-connected disability rating of 100% or receive the VA funds to purchase or modify a vehicle to accommodate their disability. Veterans must show proof of disability percentage or that they receive VA funds to purchase or specifically modify a vehicle that they received an honorable discharge. There are no purchase or renewal fees for this license plate. Kentucky Veterans Cemeteries. Kentucky has 5 state veteran cemeteries that offer a final resting place to veterans and their eligible family members. The cemeteries will provide grave space, opening and closing the grave, care of the site, marker or headstone, and an optional concrete liner for casket burials. Burials of veterans are free. Non-veteran burials are charged $500. U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs Life Insurance. The VA provides life insurance benefits to veterans, active and reserve members, and their families. VA Life becomes available January 1st, 2023 and offers a guaranteed acceptance, whole life coverage of up to $40,000 to veterans with service-connected disabilities. You can check that out on VA Life to learn more about that. It's a pretty good deal. Finally, we get into the housing benefits, which is what I'm very passionate about. I love helping veterans make their move. Like I said again, if you're not moving to the Northern Kentucky area, reach out anyways, because I have a huge network of referral partners that I trust not just around the state of Kentucky, but across the country. No matter where you're moving, to let me know if you need some help. I'll get you a trusted agent in that area. All right, let's start out with the property taxes. Kentucky income tax. Exemptions for military pay. All military pay received for service in the armed forces is exempt from income tax. Kentucky property tax exemption for disabled veterans. Kentucky homeowners who are at least 65 years old are totally disabled are eligible for a homestead exemptions from Kentucky property taxes. The adjustment for the 2023 to 2024 assessment years is $46,350. This amount is deducted from the assessed value of the veteran's home, and property taxes are computed based on the remaining assessment. The amount of homestead exemption is recalculated every 2 years to adjust for inflation. So who is eligible for the Kentucky property tax exemption for disabled veterans? Veterans must have a total service-connected disability rating from the VA and receive disability compensation for the entire assessment period to be eligible. Disabled veterans only need to apply the first time they are eligible to receive the exemption. Let's say your home is valued at $300,000 with the homestead exemption. That's usually around 25% you can reduce off. So you would take $300,000 and reduce that 25% of that, which will be $75,000. That would make your taxable assessed value around $225,000. The assessed value is completely different from the appraised value. If your assessed value goes past your appraised value, that is a problem. You never want that to happen. If you're 100% disabled, you don't have to worry about that. If you are not, then that's what you have to be mindful of. VA loans are available to eligible veterans, active duty, service members, and surviving spouses. They offer a few benefits. VA loans are backed by the U.S. government, which means that lenders are less likely to lose money if the borrower borrower defaults on the loan. This makes VA loans more attractive to lenders, which can lead to lower interest rates and more favorable terms. VA loans do not require a down payment. This can be a major benefit for veterans who does not have a lot of money saved for down payments. VA loans do not require private mortgage insurance. PMI is a type of insurance that is required on conventional loans with less than 20% down payment. PMI can add hundreds of dollars to the monthly mortgage payment. VA loans have more lenient credit and debt-to-income ratio than conventional loans. This means that veterans with less than perfect credit may still be able to qualify for a VA loan. VA loans can be used to purchase a home, build a home, or refi an existing mortgage. If you get a VA loan in the current market right now, we are hovering around 7% interest rate. You'll always have the IRRL. That's the interest rate reduction and refinance loan. After 6 months, and every 6 months, if there is a lower interest rate than what you got with your original VA loan, you can refinance with no charge. VA wants you to have the lowest interest rate possible, which is cool. Funding fee associated with a VA loan. That's typically around $10,000, but it can be added to the loan and built into your payment. Is if you get a loan for $300,000, then you're really getting the loan for $310,000 with rolling that into the VA loan. But having a service disability could completely eliminate the funding fee. You can reach out to me and I'll connect you to one of the best mortgage partners in the business. He's helped several veterans get VA loans, and it can work wonders. If this is the first time on the channel and you want to know everything there is about living in Northern Kentucky and the surrounding area, like Independence, then subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Northern Kentucky. My name is Carrie Empero. I get calls and emails every single day from people like you, and you, looking to make their move to Northern Kentucky. So whether you're moving in 9 or 90 days, just give me a ring, shoot me a text, or send me an email. Happy to help you make a smooth move to Northern Kentucky.